What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Back at it today with another offseason rebuild, and today we got to do a team that overachieved this season and played great football and probably should get their coach of the year, that being the New York Giants with Brian Dibble. So today we're going to be doing a New York Giants offseason rebuild. Let's get it. Before we get into today's video, as always, make sure you drop a like on this one, subscribe if you're new to the channel, as always, greatly appreciated. But the New York Giants, like I said, they had a great season. No one would have expected them to make the playoffs and even go win a playoff game. Everyone gave up on Danny Dimes, including myself, obviously, but Brian Dibble got the most out of him. I'm not saying he's like this amazing quarterback, but he definitely got a lot of... Brian Dibble got the most out of him, is what I just said. So let me just repeat that again. So the Giants, the future is bright, I would say, with Dibble as the head coach. And then you got Saquon and Daniel Jones, who are both free agents this offseason. They plan on bringing them back. Basically what this series is I try to predict what I think is going to happen. I go in depth in one offseason if you're new to this one. So I actually want to start with the team salary because there's one thing I know that's for sure going to happen. Let's just go ahead and get it out of the way. And Kenny Golladay is gone, man. There's no way this man is back. So I'm cutting Kenny Golladay immediately. So he is gone. Had to do that real quick. So that frees up $14 million in cap space. But other than that, that was the only thing I really wanted to do really quickly. I guess like there's Williams, York Jackson, but I don't think we need to cut anybody else. That is something I just know is going to happen. I think we can all agree on that. But next, couple of other things I think we can all agree it's going to happen is I believe Saquon will be re-signed. And I would assume Daniel Jones re-signed as well based off how he played this season. So let's go ahead and get those two things out of the way as well, because those are easy to predict. We know it's going to happen. It's inevitable. So I'm getting Saquon his deal. He is back. Love to see that. And then let's go take a look at Daniel Jones, who we know will be back as well. So I'm going to go ahead, re-sign Daniel Jones, and that will be a done deal. So now we have our franchise quarterback locked up. We have our running back locked up. And now it's time to look at these other options. So Sterling Shepard, he got injured, and I assume they may bring him back. I'm not saying they won't, but I may not. I think I might go in a different direction here. Julian Love, I'll probably resign him. 25-year-old strong safety, has star development, so I'll go ahead and give him a deal, try to bring him back. So if he wants to come back, he is back. Love to see that. And then $103 million left to spend. So Richie James and Isaiah Hodgins was the wide receivers. Oh my goodness, all the Giants wide receivers are free agents right now, which is kind of crazy. I assume they'll bring back Isaiah Hodgins. He played phenomenal for them when no one would have expected him to. So yeah, I'm bringing Isaiah Hodgins back 100%. And I think I'm going to bring back, I think I'm going to bring back Darius Slayton and Richie James, and then I probably won't worry about Sterling Shepard, I think. So I'm going to bring back Darius Slayton, who has some great plays at times, and other times he, makes some, drops some balls, I would say. I've seen him drop a couple. And then Richie James, I'm going to bring him back as well. 27-year-old, 77 overall wide receiver. He is back. All right, so resigning stage, I think, is completely taken care of. I'm not going to bring back Shepard. I got to still sign my punter as well, just to get that out of the way. So kind of getting these negotiations. There's a lot of free agents for the Giants they got to deal with. I'm not going to lie. I didn't realize it was this bad. But Landon Collins, I don't think he'll be back. Fabian Moreau, I'm good on that. We got a linebacker, 26-year-old. I guess that's star development. We'll bring him back as well, just kind of as depth to back up Leonard Williams, or not Leonard Williams, Kayvon Thibodeau and Azeez Ojulari. But other than that, I think we're ready to hit free agency and take a look at what our roster needs. That was a long resigning stage, but hey, we got it done. So we take a look at the offense. Immediately, we actually have a lot of depth at wide receiver. One guy I kind of forgot about was Wan'Dale Robinson. He kind of got hurt, but he could have a very bright future here with the Giants. I still kind of want to sign a premier wide receiver one because I don't think you want to roll with this wide receiver core and hope that it works out. You're probably going to get something out of Wan'Dale Robinson. If you bring back James, Isaiah Hodgins, and Slayton, then obviously you have a lot of depth at wide receiver, but I still think we should probably go for a premier wide receiver one. The offensive line, our two guards could definitely use some work, so we'll take a look at that. On the defense side of the football, we got Lawrence, Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence has been an amazing D tackle for them. Corners definitely could use some work. Our safeties are fine. Our pass rushers are great. Middle linebackers need some work. So not too bad of a rebuild here. I think we're going to be able to do this pretty quickly. This team is already in a really good position. So like I said, wide receiver one, guards, and then middle linebackers, corners. So let's go take a look at what we could get in free agency. So if we take a look, Michael Thomas being here is pretty interesting. It's somebody you could take a look at. And then there's like OBJ, which, yeah, you could bring in Odell technically, but I don't know, man. Odell hasn't even, it felt like he was going to come play football and he never did. But I know there was some, concerns about his physicals because he wasn't looking all healthy, I guess. So Yeah, you know, a reunion with the Giants would be great. I'm going to take a look at the other options we have. So we have Thomas, Juju, Shepard, Jacoby Myers, Miko Hardman, Tim Patrick. So, you know what? He's got no other offers right now. I'm not saying, like, this could happen, but I'm not saying it's going to. Odell back to the Giants. Why not, right? Daniel Jones, Odell, Saquon. Could be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go ahead and give Odell an offer. 30 years old, but he could be kind of the veteran wide receiver we're looking for just to strengthen the wide receiver room and not rely on all the young guys and hope for the best there. Guards that we can go for, we got Ben Powers here. I kind of like the idea of that. Right guards got Nate Davis, Will Hernandez, who I think used to play for the Giants. So a lot of good options there. And then our middle linebacker options got Bobby Okereke, Leighton Vander Esch. You can still him in the division. And then corners, we got like Marcus Peters, Jonathan Jones, Patrick Peterson. Byron Murphy could be an excellent addition to this team, Desmond King. So I'm going to go ahead and make my 4 other offers, and I'll see you guys with the offers I've made. So I've made my 5 offers here in free agency. So we have Odell Beckham, Jonathan Jones. We have Ben Powers, Leighton Vander Esch, David Long Jr. So kind of filling out that middle linebacker spots if I can. So I'm going to submit all these offers and see if we get 1 or 1 to 5 players signed. So David Long still debating on it, but we got... Wow. Oh, wait. Oh, I was about to say, damn, way to get anybody. It just freaking didn't load. So Odell, Jones, Ben Powers, Leighton Vander Esch, all signed. And then we can get David Long as like another depth piece. That would be great. And we get him as well. So that doesn't totally take me out from drafting like a really stud middle linebacker. We definitely need another corner on top of Jonathan Jones. I'm not technically done with that position. So we have like Desmond King still. He's not here anymore. Rock Ya-Sin, Kyle Fuller, Sean Murphy Bunting, Anthony Brown. So we can go ahead and give like another corner offer, but if not, we can just head to the draft and feel pretty good about where our roster is right now and just kind of address everything else through the draft. So if Sean Murphy Bunting wants to add some depth at our cornerback position, I'm cool with that. If not, no big deal. I will see you guys on draft night. We've gotten through the evaluation period, so now it's time to just head to draft night and see what we can get on draft night. So heading into the draft night, we have all of our picks in this draft: 26, 58, 90, 122, 154, 191, and then 2 7th round picks. So we don't have any crazy like multiple draft picks. So we're just kind of in a simple draft here and might just be taking best player available approach here. The one position I guess I didn't really fill was the left end position. So I'll take a look at that. And we also need a center as well. I guess Glowinski is a right guard, not a center. So I was kind of looking at him as center. So a center could be very necessary in this draft. And I know there's some good centers in this one. So I'm definitely going to need a right end next to Lawrence and Leonard Williams. So we could definitely find that. And I definitely want to sign or draft another corner and then maybe another middle linebacker as well. So we'll just kind of see what's available and we'll go from there. So let's jump into draft night and see what we can snag here for the Giants. We are, like I said, picking very late in this draft. So at pick 26, I want to make the best player available approach here. But also feel kind of position of need here. So I guess I'm not technically doing what I just said. So Antonio Johnson, we could bring in another strong safety. I don't think that's necessary though. Anton Harrison, you have Gibbs. We got a linebacker. We don't need linebackers. We're pretty good at pass rushing right now. Center position, we definitely need a new center. So I'm kind of liking the idea of taking a center here and John Michael Schmitz, or I could wait and draft like Cam Smith to be my new corner as well. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give Danny Dimes some more protection. I'm going John Michael Schmitz here, getting myself my franchise center in round 1, and I'm going to feel pretty good about that. So got the center position addressed. I don't think I need to address the offense even further. I think this is going to be the rest of this all defense draft. So got our center, and now it's time to look at our other options. So we got Eli Ricks out of Alabama, a wide receiver, which we definitely don't need. But I also want to get, like I said, a corner here, but don't love the corner option so far. And I also need a end as well. So take a real quick look. What ends do we have available to us? We obviously could draft a linebacker and move him down. So you have Keon White. Jarrett Patterson would have been available here. We could also trade for a veteran with our draft picks because we still have some cap space left. So it's not out of the realm of possibility we could do that. I might trade for a corner low key though. Maybe I should do that. I think I might go ahead and use my 2nd round pick, or I'm going to look at the option to trade a corner. Or do I just want to draft Eli Ricks and call it a day? You know what? Let me just draft. Let's just build to the draft. Let's not go too crazy. Eli Ricks, welcome to the Giants. We needed a corner, so I'm going to go ahead and take him, and he'll be depth at cornerback. Maybe he could develop into a good stud corner for us. And at pick 26, if I can get a end here, I think that's where I want to go with this pick. So if there's a good linebacker, good end, that's what I'm kind of looking for. So Keon White out of Georgia Tech is still here. So I think I might just take him and add him to the D-line. So welcome to the Giants, my friend. Keon White added to the mix, and then I'll make one last selection in round 4. And I think we've kind of addressed everything we need to address. So at this point, I will probably just take best player available. So let's see what that is. And that's going to be Malachi Moore out of Alabama, at least according to the board. You also have Cornelius Johnson. We have so much depth at right at corner. I don't think it's necessary. Or at wide receiver, I don't think it's necessary to take a wide receiver. So I'm not going to do that. We could take some depth at the tackle position, although I will say our tackles are pretty good with Andrew Thomas and Evan Neal. But you can never have enough depth on the offensive line. So I could take the Auburn tackle, or I could take Malachi Moore out of Alabama. I'm going to go ahead and take some depth at the offensive line. You can never have enough depth on your O-line. So welcome to the Giants, my friend. And that will be my draft. So submitting that draft, submitting that offseason as what I think could be a pretty good offseason for the Giants. And now we'll go see what Madden thinks of what we did and what they think of Daniel Jones under center for the Giants again. This is what our team is looking like going into this next season. So you have Andrew Thomas, Ben Powers, John Michael Schmitz, Gleniski, Evan Neal, Daniel Bellinger. You got Odell Beckham, Saquon, Daniel Jones, Darius Slayton, Richie James, Isaiah Hodgins, and Wando Robinson all down here as well. On the defense side of the football, you're going to have Xavier McKinney, Kayvon Thibodeau, David Long, Van Der Esch, Ojulari, Julian Love. I almost said Jordan Love. That is the Packers. Yeah, that is not Jordan Love. We got Dory Jackson, Eli Ricks, Jonathan Jones, Leonard Williams, Dexter Lawrence, Keon White, and Darnay Holmes. So feeling pretty good. I think this team is, we're trying to make the playoffs. We just made it last year, so let's try to do that again, shall we? So we're going to set our season goal to make the playoffs. We open up, going up against the Commanders at FedEx Field. That'd be a great start to get a win here. We're going to simulate this season. We've set our goal to make the playoffs. Let's see where Madden thinks this team is set at. At the end of the season, we end up finishing 11-6, but the Cowboys beat us for the division title, so we do have to head to Carolina to win a playoff game. So Carolina also just hired Frank Reich as our head coach yesterday, so that's pretty cool. But player stats wise, offense was 7th in the NFL, which is absolutely extraordinary. And then on the defense side of the football, we were 27th. So kind of surprising there. I would assume it would maybe be like the other way around, but 38-15 from Daniel Jones. Saquon, 23 touchdowns, 1,700 yards. Odell, Slayton, Richie James, all very phenomenal stats there. Defensively, sacks-wise, we had 10 from Dexter Lawrence, 10 from Leonard Williams, 9 from Kayvon Thibodeau, 5 from Azeez Ojulari, and then 4.5 from Keon White. Interceptions, you had 4 from Van Der Esch, 4 from Jonathan Jones, 4 from Adoree Jackson, 3 from McKinney, 3 from Julian Love, 2 from David Long, 1, and then 1 from our rookie as well. And then Darnay Holmes, which I mentioned already, he got 1 as well. So, without further ado, it's time to jump into our playoff game going up against Carolina Panthers. Kind of wonder who they have under center at this point, but we'll see. We're not going to know, I guess, until we get there. I wonder if it's like Sam Darnold. I kind of want to rock the all... Did the Giants have an alternate all blue? I'm going to rock all white. Why not? I don't know what Carolina's going to be rocking, but I'm going to rock the all whites here and see if we can come in and beat Carolina in primetime playoff football. I am curious, like I said, to see who is under center for the Panthers, but at this point, we got to come in here and score, and we do just that, 7-3 so far. Our defense is not good, so we have to keep that in mind. At least it wasn't ranked very well, and so far, defense is letting up. Offense puts up a field goal. It's 10-16 so far, and okay, defense got to stop, but it looks like we turned it over or just never got the ball. I don't know what happened. Boom, back in it, 20-22. Defense, I need you here. Okay, 20-25, you can take the lead here, Daniel Jones. And we do not. 20-32. We're technically not out of it just yet. But who are we losing to, by the way? It's just something I'm always curious about. Maybe it's a quarterback. Let's see. Or a young... Bro, Carson Wentz ain't a starter anymore. I don't know what Madden's thinking. That man ain't going to start for anybody. And Washington better cut him. I feel like it's a no-brainer, but I don't know, man. With Washington, you just never really know what's going to happen with them. I have Saquon, though, for a nice gain. So we have to go quickly here. It kind of sucks that we're looking like we're not going to win this game. But hey, we still have a chance maybe. Ooh, X is wide open. Going to get Odell out of bounds here. And he's rocking 14, which just looks so weird to me. But whatever. So should be 13. Oh, they're playing 3 deep. I'm okay with that. Let me just throw it to Odell underneath and let him gain a bunch of yards on your guys' head. Actually, I got Daniel Bellinger. Let's just secure How's that? I mean, if anything, that felt like a fumble because I felt like I had the ball there for a while, but oh well, it is what it is. Okay, so they're still playing 3 deep. I'm going to throw it to Odell underneath. I feel like well, nope, it's actually well covered. Now that should be there. That is okay. I could just technically run the football if they're going to keep running man 3 deep. but they're not running that anymore. But so I'm gonna look for Saquon. If not, Slayton. Maybe they're playing man coverage and Slayton can burn his man. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna get. Well, that's okay. We kept the ball. 4th and 26. Good luck to me. I'm gonna heave it up to Odell and hope for the best, I guess. So here we go. Odell Beckham, can you get me a first down, please? I'm gonna need you here. Heaving it up, and this is gonna be in double coverage and overthrown. Ooh, tip drill could have been there. But overall, we lost to Carson Wentz to the Panthers. I mean, the odds of me coming back here were pretty slim anyway. So, yeah, unfortunate. If the Panthers went out and signed Carson Wentz and start him, that would be a disaster. That's all I got to say. But anyway, I'm still proud of the team we put together. Kind of sucks we came up short in wild card round going up against Carolina and Carson Wentz. I mean, he's just not him anymore, man. He just isn't. So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Also, have a terrific weekend. I'll see y'all on Monday. This is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.